This is Outhold. It's an incremental upgrade game that is tower defensey. It's kind of cool, kind of interesting. I'm Orbital Potato. Let's jump on in. So, brand new game right over here. We can only build or only purchase a single item. We've got one, whatever this currency is up here. We are able to unlock an arrow tower. Boom, let's do it. This is immensely satisfying. It looks very, very pleasant to look at. And you can obviously see that there's a bunch of different kit around. Now, we start with nothing. We can build a tower. We can build an arrow tower for one single coin. We can spawn a wave, and boom, here comes the wave. Nothing too complicated. It is all looking great. If you look at the bottom left-hand corner, you can see our stats for this specific tower. If we hover over the coinages that were gained from destroying those enemies, then we can see at a glance what we're able to get. Now, are we going to be able to defeat all of these enemies? Probably, but we're going to have to get a brand new tower as well. And the towers get progressively more expensive, as you would anticipate. I mean, there is probably no chance that we are going to be able to defeat all of these units, but I don't think we're necessarily supposed to be able to defeat all of the units. Either way, as you see there, all of our flame was depleted. We did end up getting 7 triangles, though, which is great, because I love triangles. What can we buy with that? We can increase the arrow tower damage, base damage by 5. We can raise the tower rate by 5. Or we can nab ourselves a slow tower. Oh, we can't nab ourselves a slow tower. That requires a star. We could get tower leveling if I got a few more triangles. Well, I tell you what. Let's get 1 in fire rate. Let's get 1 in damage. It's going to expose a little bit of additional intel for us. Let's get that built. Let's get back to where we were. What was that? Wave 3. And yeah, 3 hits, basically, to destroy an enemy. That's not too bad. Second tower, here we come. Brilliant. Wave number 3. Are we going to be able to do a better job of destroying the enemy? Definitely a better job. Whether or not it's a satisfactory job in order to not get completely annihilated. Oh, gosh darn it. That is so darn close. That really is. That's okay, though. We're definitely probably not going to get past this current wave, but you know what? It's fine. We'll do our darndest. We can still unlock maybe one more tower here. There we go, which is going to give us just that little bit of additional firepower. It's going to cost me 75 tokens in order to get the next level. That is probably too much. Nice. That is honestly pretty darn good. Wave 5 out of 5. We are going to be facing up against a boss. I mean, that's too much HP. Surely too much HP. Yeah, we're going to either need some more levels or some more towers. But I tell you what, 50% of the HP disappeared after, after just 3 towers are placed down is not too bad, at all. Right, we can get some free refunds. I'm not really interested in doing that right now. I'm interested in experimenting with what we've got. Right, click to mark a single enemy. Marked enemies take 25% more damage. That's kind of cool. The arrow's critical hit chance. The arrow tower's critical hit chance. Okay, I'm interested in that. I'm also really interested in tower leveling. I think we're going to take 1 in tower leveling. Increase the number of tokens that we nab, or raise the number of coins that you start with by 5. I'll take this, and it looks like this is an upgrade that we can get multiple times over. I'll take this again, and then I will take the max health of the Holdout camp. Oh, I see. The Holdout camp, but this game is called Outhold. I don't understand. I don't understand at all. Yeah, nab that. That's good. This is great. Okay, so we immediately start with 2 towers, which is as good as it gets. Why have I sort of put them off center from one another? I don't know. It just felt like the right thing to do. Is the 10% increase in... Oh, yeah, look at that. Is the 10% increase in coin picking up going to make a difference? It will. Probably not in the short term, though. Let's level you up. Yes, brilliant. Nice. That was a really strong performance. Can we level up again? We absolutely can level up again. So Increased range, really nice. Decreased fire rate, really nice. Damage thresholds also increased. I think we want 2 level 2 towers. That seems absolutely ample for now. After that, I think we probably want to pick up a 3rd tower. And I think we probably want to pick it up... I mean... Maybe here? Here seems a little bit daft, because I want to make sure that we get... And level it up? Sure. Is that the right decision for us? I think so. I think 3 towers is about the maximum amount that we can reasonably acquire. I mean, we're not going to be able to get 75 coins. That seems rather ridiculous. This is a bit of a gauntlet, to be honest. And now that we've got the increased... range... not quite enough. But we're so darn close. And I am pretty confident that I'm going to be able to get that done next time as well. Coin converter. At the end of a successful run, 5% of your unspent coins are converted into tokens. No, I need damage. I need fire rate. I need the ability to mark. We're absolutely going to yoink that. Critical hit chance, I will take as well. And let's see if we can do it this time. I'm going to skip directly to round 5 because, quite frankly, I don't think that we're going to have any issues with any of the previous waves. And we're in the middle of wave 5. I've marked the enemy. And that was so darn close. Okay, well, you know what? We roll it back. I'm going to take just straight up more damage. Just bang in a bunch more damage. Bang in that as well. Bang in the coin converter. Sure. Let's go all the way back. We'll run it back. Level 5. Here we come. All right. 2nd, 3rd, 4th times the charm. Something like that. Either way, with the increased damage, there was no chance. Right, 86 coinage. That is fantastic, actually. 86 triangles, 1 star as well, just from completing the level. Very, very cool. So that's going to allow us to unlock the slow tower, which I'm absolutely going to yoink. I really like how visually appealing this whole thing is, by the way. Really feels very nice. Coin drops raise the number of coins that are dropped by defeated enemies by 1. That's huge. It's big cost, though. Big cost for us. What else? If no enemy is marked at any point, the one closest to the holdout camp will be marked. I love it, because marking is good. In fact, marking is really good. I definitely want to explore that. Critical damage by 25%. Yeah, I mean, critical damage is, or critical hit chance is only at 10%, so it's not huge at the moment. Slowed enemy, slow tower, buff the slow tower. I think we're going to get coin drops. I mean, it's not as exciting, perhaps, as it could be, but that's okay. We can go back to level 1 if we want to. I am not interested in level 1. I want to bang on to level 2. This is brilliant. So, slow tower, this is the best place for it, at least I feel. Arrow tower there, arrow tower here. Is that a decent combo? I feel like that's a decent combo. How's this slow tower going to work? Aha, I see. So it makes them go gray. It kind of like pulses at a certain pace. That's fine. Make sure you're upgraded. Maybe we get another... Okay, not super hot. Not super hot for a first round. Not gonna lie, not very good at all. Let's get that arrow tower upgraded. Let's get you upgraded as well. I can mark. I really do need to remember to mark, to be honest. This slow tower is fine, but it's clearly not as useful as it could be. Get you marked. Yeah. Not a bad round, not by any stretch of the imagination, but not great either. Loads more coins just by default. There are loads more triangle coins just by default. What am I thinking here? Arrow fire rate is pretty good. Each arrow attack has a 10% chance to drop a coin when it damages an enemy. I mean, it's good, but I don't want to play around with chance, to be honest. That seems like a bad idea. I think we're going to take 1 in damage. We're going to take damage link as well. I think that would be kind of cool, because it would be. Let's try with an arrow tower here. Let's try with a slow tower here. I know that's maybe a little bit counterintuitive, but it just feels like something we should try, especially now that we got a little bit more damage. Definitely having the additional coinage is super nice. I'm going to try and build an extra arrow tower right about here. And then I think we want to focus on the upgrades, because 75 for another arrow tower is just too much. Maybe 25 for another slow tower is worthwhile. Maybe. I mean, to be fair, we can get that upgraded and a slow tower over here. Now I'm thinking that that's maybe a little juicier, a little better. Make sure that you're marked. Make sure that you're marked. Brilliant. I know that we've got double slow, which is brilliant. Make sure you're upgraded. Fantastic. That is a very strong performance, if I do indeed say so myself. That's very good. An upgraded slow tower? I'm not super interested in that, to be honest. I'm interested in a level 3 tower, though. Okay, everybody is an elite. And this is what we call a problem. But the damage link is doing some good stuff here. The damage link is really doing some good stuff. Yeah, I think that's still going to lead to our demise, which is very unfortunate, but a pretty good showing nonetheless. Damage link, definitely something that I would like to explore a little bit more. Slowed enemies taking additional damage, very cool. A lot of these upgrades feel very, very powerful, to be honest. Right, I'm gonna take pulsing slow. I'm gonna roll it back a couple of times, and then I'm gonna catch up with you after I have done a little bit of triangle farming, and we will see where that takes us, and we'll see if we can try and invest some more points in the tech tree here. Okay, played on for a little bit. Got about 600 or 700 tokens, really. I've put a few extra points into damage already, and did like a little increase to the coin bank as well. But other than that, nothing. What have I learned? I've learned that I love damage link. A slowed enemy takes direct damage. 3 to 6% of that is connected to dealt to connected enemies, to other slowed enemies. I love that. I really want to put another point into this, but I feel like that would be irresponsible. Punishing slow, I'm going to nab a few extra points in that. Raises the amount by which the slow tower slows enemies. Yeah, we'll do that as well. 1 or 2. The critical hit damage by 25% I think is a really good thing to do, because there is a boss at the end of level 2 which has a load of HP, and the only way of getting rid of it is with high damage, and that's what's kind of leading me to think, hey, you know what, I'm going to put another little bit into base damage, maybe another level into this, and then to mark damage, and then into each arrow attack has a 10% chance to drop a coin when it damages an enemy. Sure, we'll punt that in. Now, again, I can refund all, but I'm not really interested in doing that. So, what have I learned in terms of the best way to approach this level? I think it's an arrow tower here. I think it's a slow tower here. I think it's a arrow tower here, and another slow tower over here. That is kind of my vibe. Look at that. We're two-shotting enemies. I've obviously not marked them properly yet, but that's okay. Now, for large numbers of enemies, that direct damage, or that slowed damage, which is like mirrored to the other units, is so unbelievably good. Gonna nab a slow tower there. Gonna pop an upgrade here. Gonna pop an upgrade there, and I'll pop an upgrade there as well. Sure. Which I think is going to get more utility as a sort of key slow token, as a key slow point, than everywhere else. I really like the fact that we're just able to deal direct damage across all of the little sort of split units, which is quite nice. Gonna throw in another arrow tower here, I suppose. Yeah, I think we'll throw it in there. That's brilliant. We can upgrade you to level 2. Probably going to look to upgrade this one to level 3. This is the big sort of worry wave for me. Wave number 3 is always a little bit of a challenge, but that extra damage really coming in clutch there. Did upgrade that arrow tower to level 3 in amongst all of the action, but that's okay. I think when it comes to like 75 coins, I don't really think it's worth building an extra tower. I think it's just worth us investing extra points into probably this bad boy over here. He's now, what level are you? I can't even see. You're level 4. I mean, that's quite large, to be honest. Very large individual right there. Upgrades this slow point? Sure. And then let's go for another upgrade on this tower over here. Honestly, waves 4, waves 5, Not really a huge problem, at least not with a build that I've, you know, sort of accidentally gone, I suppose. But it feels good. I mean, that's 120... That's 120 points right there. Don't want to nab an upgrade here? I kind of do. I don't think that there's really any scope for me to upgrade anything else, but I think, you know, that's decent. We've got ourselves a decent setup there. The good thing about these towers, by the way, being upgraded, means that they are ranged. Oh, look at that. We're also picking up the occasional extra coin that just happens to be falling off. There is a little bit of overlap of those slow towers. Not really thinking that we're going to be in a position where we can maybe destroy this individual. It's going to be close enough. But yeah, unfortunate. About 213 triangles throughout the entire time. Arrow damage, critical hit chance. Yep, that's probably what we want to do. Marked enemies taking more damage. I honestly think marked enemies just taking more damage is straight up just fantastic. It's really good to get. We'll also take slow, and then we'll roll it back. Let's see if we can get to the boss. All right, boss time again. We've got a level 4, a level 3, and a level 4. Is that gonna be enough? I've not really invested overly heavily in my slow turrets on this occasion, but the important sort of difference between this time and last time is that my marking does more damage. I think I have a slightly higher crit chance as well. By the looks of things, oh, it's gonna be so darn close. Don't do me dirty like this, video game. Yes! We did it. Holdout defended. Fantastic. 350 triangle coins. Brilliant. We're also getting some coins converted at the end of the run. So I ended with 30. That gives me 2 triangles. That's pretty nice. Most importantly, we nab ourselves a star. This is what we can spend our star on. We can spend it on a coin cannon. Hold the right mouse button to fire coins at the enemy, but it consumes the coin. Well, I don't really want to do that. Early spawn lets you spawn the next wave early, speeding up all enemies and accelerating the spawn rate. Spawning early grants you 15 coins. Very cool. Or spawned grunts have a 15% chance to become explosive grunts. When defeated, they explode, dealing 25% damage of the defeating's hit to all nearby enemies. That's what we're going to take. We've got to take it, right? Raise the chance for explosive grunts to spawn at 5%. Raise the explosion damage. I'll take one of each. Sure. What the heck. Let's also take bonus tokens and coin drops and a camp max health before moving on to have a little look at round 3. So it's presumably going to be down here, down here, down here, around. So the arrow towers that we place, or the arrows / and slow towers, I suppose, that we place in this location will be in a prime position. So I think we want a slow tower to be here, and then the other arrow tower to be there, and then the other slow tower could be over here. That's what I think we want. Oh, there's some fast movers. Okay, that's fine. We'll just need to make sure that we mark them with a little bit more diligence than I'm perhaps used to. Arrow tower. This arrow tower, maybe you could say, is in a little bit of a substandard location, but once we get it upgraded and its range is slightly more impactful... Oh, that is nasty? That is really, really nasty. I feel like that was a bit of an unfortunate combo there. Maybe on that account, let's put the 2 arrow towers in this position. We'll put a slow tower here, and we'll immediately pop an upgrade onto you, and then we will look to get another upgrade pretty darned immediately onto the next one. Also, look at these grunts. I didn't even notice the grunts last time, but yeah, they're here. They're just chilling. And in fact, if we target them directly, then that is super powerful. Let's get you upgraded to a level 3. Get you upgraded to a level 2. Make sure that we're marking appropriately. I would love the auto mark because I frankly don't like the idea of just continuously marking, but that's fine. Slow towers, we'll get an upgrade to that slow tower. That seems like a good idea in hindsight, actually, because that is a good upgrade to have because it is very powerful. Let's get you slowing. I think we got away with that. And then can we go for some more upgrades? Yes, we certainly can. Another arrow tower. Let's plop it down here. Make sure that we're marking appropriately. Hit the explodey boy. Did we take the hit? No, we didn't take the hit. Amazing. That's really good. Okay, level you up. I'm thinking that we can probably afford to splurge a little bit on a brand new tower. It is going to be expensive, but we've got 7 waves to get through. Man, I love these explodey boys. They're great. I tell you what, if it's slowed and the damage is, like, split between them all, that is absolutely gargantuan damage. That is huge. That is really, really good. Okay, we're going to be able to get at least 2 upgrades to our core towers here. The next upgrade level is 250 points. That is a lot. Let's get you upgraded. That's our first level 3 slow tower. That's pretty good, to be honest. That is pretty darn good. Let's get you leveled up to level 2. That's nice. What am I thinking about next? What is my next sort of major upgrade? Tower over here, I guess? This slow zone is so nasty, though. It's got to be an arrow tower here so that we can capitalize on the fact that they're all so very slow. A few more upgrades obviously required to make it competitive, but... And maybe an upgrade over here, too. Either way, I am really happy with how this is coming together. This feels like a really good combination. Yeah, upgrade, and then we'll save up for the 75, which should not take us long at all, because we are now getting loads and loads of points. Don't like the speed at which these units travel, although they do have a very reduced amount of HP, which makes my life just a little bit easier. Okay, we're in a powerful position, I feel. We still need to level you up to 100, which we can do. I want to. Do I want another tower? No, I don't, actually. I feel like I don't. Maybe a slow tower here? But I feel like getting you leveled up is better, because it just means that you can sort of enjoy the fray that little bit more. A slow tower for 75, you know, we did go from a position of thinking that that is quite a large amount of money to not a lot of money at all, relatively speaking. So I'm going to nab a slow tower there. It's just going to be a little bit extra. It's not going to be huge. You need to be leveled up to 100, or level 4, whatever that is. And then I think we either need to save up and... We probably just need to save up for the 250 upgrade, to be honest. Nope. Well, no time like the present, I suppose. We do not have the opportunity to upgrade anything. We can upgrade our slow tower over here. I gotta be honest, I don't think that we're defeating this boss the first time. The first time that they decide to grace us with our... grace us with their presence. Honestly, I think we can probably still be pretty darn proud of the amount of damage that we're going to end up doling out. Yeah, because I mean, this is a good... I mean, it's not as good as some of the other turrets, but it feels pretty good, and we still have another third one to go. The only issue is that we just do not have another slow tower at the other side to slow it down. Although this one will be able to slow down in all positions around the top. So you know what? This might actually end up being quite a close run thing, because you're going to be able to fire right across the top here, which is really nice. So we got 3 towers that are firing at it constantly. Not bad. I mean, and a 4th coming in clutch. Oh, that is absolutely heartbreaking. Not gonna lie, absolutely heartbreaking. That is a brutal combination. Right, I think we're gonna wrap things up right about there. I really dig this, ladies and gents, if that probably wasn't abundantly obvious to you. This is very cool. This game isn't scheduled to release until Q4 of 2025. This is, I believe, a demo build, or an early build, or a playtest build, whatever it said in the main menu here. Playtest demo. It's both a playtest and a demo build, so there we go. Either way, super promising. Definitely wishlist it if indeed you are interested. But for now, and from me, I've been Orbital Potato. I'll catch you next time. Bye.